Welcome to ASDG classes, and in today's class what we will going to do is to practice some output related type of questions which are very much important from exam point of view. So today we will solve three questions. The questions are very simple, very straightforward, but yes, during the time of solving I will tell you what should be our approach, what should be our thinking. There are certain tricks and techniques being involved, and yes, all those things will be discussed while solving the problem. So without wasting any time, let's start with our first question. So this is the code, and what we can observe is that, see, you need to first understand. Let's discuss. Okay, a piece of code will be given to you, and you need to tell the output of this particular code. Okay, quite simple. Now there are certain points which are very much important, and you should understand it. And what is that? What is those points? That first and the foremost thing is that you should write the output in the same manner when you will be running this code on your computer. Means when you will be running this code on your machine, you will be get an output. You need to write the same output in that same format. You need to write the same output in that same format on your notebook or on your answer script. Okay, so you cannot say write in your own fashion. You need to write in the same manner, the way you will get the output when you will run this particular code on your machine. So that's the first important point. Most of the students used to create this silly mistake. You can say it's a kind of silly mistake. Their answers are correct, but the way they write the answers, or you can say the format, are wrong. You should follow the same format in which the output will be displayed when you will be running this particular code on your machine. So this is the first and the foremost point. Done. I hope this is clear to you. So the output should be in the same manner, the way it will give you the output when you will be running this particular code on your machine. Done? Clear? Fine. Now, second important point. What is that second important point? Is that now you need to make your brain to work like an interpreter. Okay, so what is that interpreter? So interpreter is something like it will execute the code line by line, and whenever it gets an error, it will stop its execution. So this is the first, means you need to work your brain like the same the interpreter works. So your brain is now the interpreter. Clear? Third important point. What is that third important point? Is you should understand that the statement or the instruction which is given on the code, what this particular statement will going to do. If you are able to understand it, then definitely you will be able to get the correct output of it. So for that, what is important? The concepts are important. If your concepts are clear, if your concepts are solid, 100% perfect, then definitely you will be able to solve any output type of questions. But the question which has been shown on the board is a very straightforward, very simple. But yes, starting it with a simple one will help you to boost your confidence and nothing else. So let's start. So as you can see from the first statement, so this one is the first statement. Okay, so which concept is this? This is similar to the concept of assigning multiple values to multiple variables. So what does it mean? It means that 2 will get assigned to x, clear, and 6 will get assigned to y. Simple. Okay, now, so this one is the first statement. The first statement is same like the assignment one. You can assign those variables or values separately, but yes, since it's an output type of questions, so the questions will be a little bit of tricky one, but you need to understand it. Okay, so the concepts are very much important in order to solve output type of questions. So fine, this much I think this statement is clear to you. So after solving this particular first statement, you need to move to your second statement, and this what an interpreter used to do. So it will first execute the statement. If the statement is correct, it will move to the next statement. So now let's execute this particular statement. Okay, now again, since this is an assignment statement, why? Because assignment operator is being involved, and assignment, or you can say the associativity of assignment operator is right to left. So we will first execute the right RHS part. Okay, so y, so what is the value of y? The value of y is 6. So here the value of y is 6. Let me write it 6 here. and what this particular expression will give you, it's x plus 2. So x is what? X is 2. So 2 plus 2 is what? 4. So 6 will get assigned to x, and 4, this particular 4 will get assigned to y. So what does it mean? What is the new value of x and y? The new value of x is 6 and the new value of y is 4. Okay, fine. Clear? Simple. Now let's execute the third statement. So it's a print statement. Okay. So the answer will be displayed and how you need to write this particular answer. This is the thing which I was telling you. So you need to display the answer in the same way when you will be in the same way the way you will be getting the output when you will be running this particular code on your machine. Clear? I hope this much is clear to you. So what this statement will going to do, it's again simple. This statement will going to print the value, but how it will print the value, that is the point. And if you are able to understand it, then definitely no one is going to cut you marks, or no one can going to cross your answers. Okay, so you need to understand the way this particular statement will going to print the values of x and y. So the value of x is 6. So what will be the output? What will be the output? So output is value of x will get printed 6 and space, there will be a space, so 4. So in this fashion only the output will get printed. Clear? This is very simple, guys. This is a very simple question, but what students used to do, they commit mistake. How? See, so this is the correct output. Okay, correct output. Fine. But what student used to do in examination hall, they simply write the output as x is equals to 6, y is equals to 4. No, this one is a wrong output. Why? You haven't been told to write x is equals to 4. Means there is no such statement been given as x equals to. Simply the value of x is get printed and the value of y is get printed side by side. That's the important point. That's the game point you need to understand. Okay, you don't need to explicitly show that the value of x is 6 and the value of y is 4. No, you don't need to do it. You need to write the output as per the instruction given to you. You don't need to do any extra work. And for this particular 6 space 4, you will be getting 2 marks. So this is a 2 marks output type of question. See, simple. So what is the point? The point is you need to understand the concept. Okay. So concepts need to be very much clear, fine. And the second point is that you should write the output in the same manner the print or the instructions is been given to you. You should not write in your own fashion. You should write as per the given instruction. So here is print x comma y. So what is this x? You need to print the value of x and nothing else. So the output is 6 comma 4. I hope this much is clear to you. So this one is for the first question. So guys, again, whatever the points being discussed here, please make notes of it. Why? Because if you make notes of it, then definitely this will going to help you in order to solve the questions which we will be follow the 2 questions, but not the 2 questions, the questions which you will practice in your home. Okay, so these points are very much important. Okay, and if you follow it, then definitely you will be able to solve any output type of questions. Clear? Now again, and another important point. See, here I am solving the questions for you. Okay, 3 questions I will be solving, but there are lots and lots of questions being given in the book, and definitely I will try to solve almost, you can say, the 50% of it, and rest 50% you need to solve by yourself. Why? Because that if you are able to solve it by yourself, then definitely your confidence will get boost up. Okay, now there are certain codes whose output is not given to you. Then how will you check whether your output, the output which you have found, whether it's a correct output or a wrong output? How will you check? So if you are studying under a tutor, then definitely the tutor will going to check your answers and will tell you whether that answer is a correct one or a wrong one, incorrect one. But if you are learning by yourself, means by looking at my videos, if you are learning by my videos, by looking at my videos, and you're solving a different type of output type of questions, then how will you check yourself that whether you're solving those questions correctly or not? The best approach is to write the same code on your machine and see the output there. The output which you have found and the output which is coming from the machine, if both the outputs are same, then definitely your thinking is correct. The approach you are following, your concepts are clear. But if the output is coming different, means the output which you have found and the output which is coming from the machine, both are different, then definitely there is an error from your side. And you need to found it. You need to you can say R&D. You need to do the R&D. R&D means research and development. So you need to do the research. What type of research? Something like where is the mistake which I've committed. You need to found that particular thing. And if you are able to do that, then believe me, no one can stop you. I hope this much is clear to you. Now let's move to our second question. Okay. Now let's start with our second question. So this one is our second question. Okay. Now again, important note. You have been given to find the output. So the question will be something like write the output of the following code snippet. Fine. So what your mind should tell you, it's something like you need to find the output. Fine. And you are definitely correct from your side. But one thing you need to understand, that every code snippet which has been given to you, it's not necessary that it will always give you an output. I hope this much you got my point. You have catch my point. I hope. But let me tell you again. The code which is being given to you, it's not necessary that particular code will always give you an output. Okay? There may exist an error, and you need to look at those errors too. And if you are able to do that, then yes, you are on the safe side. So it's not necessary the code which is being given to you will always give you an output. Error may exist, and you need to found those things. And in this particular code, see how many lines of code is it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6 line of code. And for this 6 line of code, for this particular output type of question, the marks allocate, you can say it's a 2 marks of question. But see, this 2 marks of question will generate you an error. Okay, this particular question is or the code snippet contains an error. So what should be your approach? Again, telling you guys, you need to think like an interpreter. So line by line execution. If a particular line is printing something and that particular print is a correct print, you should give the output. But suppose if this next line only there is an error, so you need to stop the execution and write that error. And if you are able to write the type of error, means the error which is going to occur, the type of, there are different types of error na? So if you are able to tell that this type of error, type error or value error or any type of exception which is being occurred, and if you are able to tell that particular error, then definitely very good, safe side from your safe side game. But suppose if you don't know the type of error which is coming from that particular instruction, simply write error. Okay. But yes, since it's an interpreter type of approach, so you need to always think like an interpreter, line by line execution, and whenever there is an error within the code, you need to stop that. But the error may exist at the 6th line, or it may exist in the first line only. So in this case, try to understand. See, in this code, so the approach which is being followed here, what type of approach is being followed? Multiple values, assigning multiple values to multiple variables. But see, for A, 0.1 is being assigned, but what for B and C? No values is being given to you. So what does it mean? It's an error. So at the first line only there exists an error, and you can simply write on your answer script like error. Okay, and if you are able to explain the reason for those error, then it's fine, because you can say something like error will occur at line number 1. Why? Because no value is being given for B and C, so the code will stop. And for this particular code, you will be getting 2 marks. You don't need to solve. You don't need to go to solve E and F. Nothing. It's an error. So output is what? It's an error. Error at line number 1. Why? Because no value is being given for B and C variable. Fine. And see, you will be getting 2 marks for this particular question. And what student used to do, they get scared at the time of examination hall. Why? Because 2 marks and error type of question. How can it be possible? But it's possible, guys. You need to. That's why I'm telling you. You need to have a clear concept, a strong concept. The concepts are very much important. If you have a strong concept, clear concept, if you're able to understand what this particular line of instruction is telling us, if you're able to visualize those output on your brain, then definitely, believe me, you can solve any output type of questions, guys. So guys, this one is our second question, and this I intentionally take this particular question in order to show you that it's not necessary that an output type of question will always give you an output. It's also possible that output type of question may carry an error. So you need to look at those things. It's very much important, guys. Okay, and it may also happen. It may also possible that an output type of question which is of 3 marks contains an error in the first line only, and if you are able to caught that particular error, then definitely for that error part you will get something like 3 marks. I hope this is clear to you. So with this, we have completed our second question. Now let's move to our, you can say, the third and the final question. Okay, now let's move. So guys, this one is our third question, the final question for our today's class. Now, again, a straightforward question. Nothing, not too much of complication being involved in this question. Straight precedence type of question. So without wasting any time, let's start. And guys, I won't solve this particular question. You need to solve it. Let it be an homework for you. Okay, let's see how many of you are watching my video till the end. Okay, so I won't be solving this question, but yes, I will give you a hint. And the first statement, it's a multiple values being assigned to multiple variables. Fine. And the second instruction, try to see this particular expression x by y star y. So since two operators are being involved, division and multiplication, and since division and multiplication have same precedence, so what type of operation will occur? The associativity part. So I hope you have watched my video. If you haven't watched those videos, please access my playlist and see that precedence and associativity part and solve that particular expression with that concept, associativity concept, and assign it to z and print the value of z. So this one is homework for you. I know you can say I have betrayed that I have when solved 3 questions, but yes, it's better because see the important points, the technical points, the thinking skills, the approach one, or whatever it be. I've told you, I've given you. Yeah, I hope you have made the notes for it. Now it's time for you to apply. So don't think too much. Take actions, guys. Okay, if you start thinking, oh, I will do it, no, nothing will happen. You need to do it. You need to take the actions, guys. And if you're able to take the actions, guys, then definitely no one going to stop you. Okay, so you need to be very much excited, happy, and enjoy this subject. Okay, guys, if you're not enjoying the subject, if you're doing it for marks, then definitely you won't get the flavor of this particular subject. So you need to enjoy this subject. Marks will definitely come to you. Okay, if your concepts are clear, if you're able to understand the statements clearly, execute it, practice on a daily basis, then definitely you will definitely get the marks. But the point is, you need to enjoy the subject. So I hope you have understood my today's class. And still, if you face any problem, feel free to ask me. The comment section is for you. And I hope that you're practicing, since this is a practical based type of subject, so you need to practice, guys. And if you face any problem, again, guys, telling you the same thing, comment section is for you. Please write your comments. And yes, please share these videos to your friends too, so that they would also understand the concept very well. Okay, so that's all for today. But before ending my class, I just want to tell you that it's a very important part, means the fundamental we are right now discussing, and with completion of 2 or 3 videos, what I am planning is that let's have some practice session. Okay, practical type of questions, then output type of questions. Let's practice it. 2-3 videos. Let's make videos on those things, and after that I will move to a new chapter. Yes, that's my plan right now. So I hope you guys understood my videos, able to understand it. And yes, guys, please try to share my videos to your friends. And yes, you need to win it, and that's what I want to tell you. Okay, let's meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.